Good morning, all you lovely people. Welcome back to the grumpy old git in the corner on a bit of a brighter day today for a Thursday, although they are promising rain again later. First of all, thank you for everybody that attended the live last night. I actually enjoyed that. I didn't get too tired. But today will probably be the last video this week. I'm going to have tomorrow off. I have got a few things to do and a bit of shopping to do, and I'm going to take a little bit of time for myself just to kick back and chill, as it were. So apologies for that, but as you know, sometimes I have to do it. Right, let's get on with today. Well, first of all, I've got a bit of an update on the story we talked about last night, which was the incident at the school over there in Welsh Wales. Now, apparently it seems that it's a teenage girl that's been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. Okay, suspected. Really? You know, with two teachers and another teenager, see him being injured. Obviously, the only injuries I can see from that would be knife wounds, although they're not life-threatening or anything, but only suspected attempted murder. I suppose they could drop it down to manslaughter or something, but yeah, I would definitely say that's a bit more than suspected, don't you? But to me, I'm just surmising here. It sounds like it could have been a fight between two pupils, and the teachers tried to step in to stop it, obviously getting in the middle of it, and that's how they got injured. But there again, if they hadn't have stepped in, it could have been a lot worse for the other pupil, I suppose. I may be wrong. I'm just thinking of scenarios that could have happened about that. But we'll have to wait for more details to come out. I dare say the police and that will give some more details, but they won't be forthcoming sort of in the imminent future, shall I say. Right, moving on to the usual shit from the swamp in Westminster. Politics. Well, we had PM's question times yesterday. Well, it wasn't, was it really? We had Rowland's understudy, Dowling, up front for the Tories, and the Ginger Chav for Labour. Nothing was achieved. It was just the usual slagging fest, which obviously was all scripted, just like the questions, as we know. They've all got the questions in front of them, and they've all got their pre-prepared answers, so I don't usually buy into any of that shit now. But it is a laugh watching them trying to rip each other to pieces, like. But it does look like now that the election campaign trail is well underway. We haven't had any canvassers at the door yet, which with my frame of mind on them is lucky for them, to be honest. Rest assured, if they do come knocking, I will be filming at the door, and I will have some questions for them, which could make for a good video, to be honest. But you know, it doesn't matter. They keep making promises from both sides. We know damn well that none of them will be kept, and they're lying through their teeth just to gain votes, obviously. You know, you got Labour now, stamp his feet, Starmer. We will nationalise the railways within 5 years if we get voted in. But the surprising thing is, he said, it won't cost us, the taxpayer, a penny. Really? I mean, come on, fucking hell, you can't even have a breakfast without it fucking costing us. No, if you turned around and said you were going to scrap it expenses for MPs and they'd have to pay all for their own shit out of their own money, that might gain you a few votes. Not many, because we won't believe it'll happen, but it's worth a try. It might gain you a few votes, but again, they would only be from the sheep that believe everything that comes out of your lying gob. But I personally don't believe Labour have got any type of plan. They're just winging it. They're seeing what's going on around the country, and they're playing that up to that. And Sunak does the same, to be honest. And talking of Roland and his den of delinquents, well, they're just at the moment, they're just a total clusterfuck, from what I see. I mean, do you remember this? The promises he made when he was installed in the position. Again, not elected, installed. Not one of these, from what I can see, has ever happened. He keeps saying the economy is improving and what have you, but that's coming from him. I don't believe it. We're not seeing any evidence of it. The only people that are getting richer now are those that have got money already. So those 5 pledges, they just haven't happened, have they? And now he's making even more promises on how much more of our money he's going to waste. He's banging on about defence, as we discussed last night in the live. He wants us to be on basically a war footing by, I think it was 2030, 6 years. So, point one, he's already assuming that they're going to win the election, which I don't think you fucking will, and if I have anything to do with it, you certainly won't. But what does he do about this, about drumming up support? Well, he has meetings with France and Germany, trying to form an alliance with them, although they are members of a bigger group that would like to see us fail, would like to see this country fall, so they can take over control again, the EU. Mind you, Labour said they'll take us back into it if they get elected, so there's one main reason not to fucking vote for them. But I'm never ever going to vote for someone who ignores the needs and the voices of our own people. We're the ones that are giving the votes. Lying to us openly, that we can see you lying, isn't going to gain you any favours. What you need to do if you want votes from us is listen to us and do what we ask you to do. Or at least try. Most of what you promised you haven't even fucking tried to do, you prick. I mean, the biggest threat to me in this country is Roland himself. You know, people say Islam and the channel paddlers, Muslims, whatever, are the biggest threat in this country. Well, that threat wouldn't exist if he hadn't let these twats in. So, no, I see him as the biggest threat to this country if he gets back in power. The Tories have got some good ideas, but it's not going to happen with him up front. No way. You know, I'm just saying it as the way I see it. And to be honest, at this point, I'm just kind of wishing for the Ellie event, you know. It'd put us out of our misery once and for all, no matter what the fuck happens, wouldn't it? Whether that'll come as a natural disaster or quite possibly a man-made one with the way things are going out to Russia, Iran, Ukraine and places like that. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, as I say, I'm probably going to have tomorrow off. I've got a few things to do, and I could do with a chill down and just turn my head off to everything for a day. I probably will be online, but I won't be doing a lot. But until the next one, oh, no Police Abusing Powers live again this week. Unfortunately, Pap's still looking after his mum and dad. Fair play to him. Family's always got to come first, no matter what's going on. Family has always got to come first. But until the next one, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and don't buy into this bullshit coming from the swamp. Respects, people.